Hey guys, J Powell Music here, and I know that Timbaland signing an AI artist has been everything that pretty much the music community has been talking about for like these big channels. Still, I kind of felt a little more obligated that I had to have a conversation about this or just talk about the topic as well. So, wanted to do that. So this is from Polestar.com, very reputable site. Uh, but says here, let's see, rapper and producer Timbaland has launched a new company focused on AI entertainment and introduced his first artist. Co-founded with Rocky Mutalier and Zad Portillo, the venture Stage Zero uses AI platform Suno. It says the company inputs demos into a program in which then generates songs with new melodies and lyrics and creates vocals. The first artist known as Tata will be the pioneer of a genre Timbaland calls A-pop. He says here in quote, "I'm not just producing tracks anymore, I'm producing systems, stories, and stars from scratch," he said in a press release. Tata is not an avatar. She's not a character. Tata is a living, learning, autonomous music artist built with AI. Tata is the start of something bigger. She's the first artist of a new generation. A-pop is the next cultural evolution, and Tata is its first icon. It's a there's a lot there to dig in, but I'll continue. It says since announcing the move, Timbaland has been one of the rare producers to openly embrace AI even before launching Stage Zero. He's faced criticism from other producers and labels. He's responding on social media with AI-generated videos on which he suggests that only mediocre artists and producers should be threatened by AI, but then struck a more serious and less conversational tone. Says, "I know I'm trolling, but let's have a real conversation," he said. He said, "I love my independent artists. This doesn't mean I'm not working with real artists anymore. And nah, I don't train AI off y'all music. This just means more creativity for creators." Hmm. But does it really mean more creativity for creators? Because I don't think so. To me, it sounds like a way for him to monetize more from what he's doing, which I respect because he's a business. He's a music man, but he's music, obviously a musician and producer, but he has a business mindset, which you have to be successful in music. So I understand him saying what he's doing is, he's doing with a business mindset, and really diving into AI, which I respect. To me, there seems to be some contradictory notions when it comes to, I guess, from the previous tone that he's had. He had an interview with Producer Grind, and kind of expressed like, hey, like you should be paying these artists and whatnot, and then really just him going into different ways to make music that you can monetize from it. But this kind of seems like a complete, not necessarily a 180, but just more of a function as far as like, hey, I want to monetize as much as possible, and we're gonna get these AI artists to do this, right? Um, the thing that really struck me was that this is a living, learning, autonomous music artist built with AI, right? So you have an AI that has a 360 deal. like, like when does the AI learn that the deal that the AI is getting is some bullshit, right? When does AI get tired of doing things, right? When does AI want things for themselves? When do they learn that of what a bad deal is, right? That's kind of my question, right? So if we're gonna dive into AI, he's gonna be hiring more AI artists, and initially, it's funny. He says, he's not going to not work with independent artists anymore or artists anymore. But we're not stupid, Timbaland. The main thing is that if you are going towards more AI artists, that's going to cut more piece of the pie away. That's going to cut out regular artists, human artists, right? And obviously, he's doing that because there's profits that don't have to go to the artist because the artist is AI. It can go more towards everybody else. So I don't know. I don't think this is really a win for musicians that record music per se. Producers maybe, but I feel like this is I don't think this is more creativity for creators. This is for money for yourself, more money for the labels and whatnot. What's to stop labels to really dive into this, or more companies to have things like this, to not have any more artists? And to me, if an AI is learning information from human artists, to me that's wrong, right? As far as like them to not get any type of monetization, how is this artist learning stuff? If it's learning from humans, then and humans get nothing from that. There's nothing wrong with that. So obviously, that is a deeper conversation when it comes to, oh no, well, it's the AI is influenced, right? We'll put influenced. AI is influenced. So because of influence, they're learning off of what, different people did, right? And then he's influenced, right? So that argument can be utilized. But I think this is a slippery slope. I don't think this is a win for creators. Now, does that mean everyone that people will pay money to see AI artists live? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see a day, at least in this generation, for this current generation. No, future generations maybe. I don't know, but I don't think that'll be. It will never be as big as uh, it'll never be as big as what it was, right? Even though tours are still happening right now, I don't think AI would fill those same seats. I just don't think it makes sense. Um, but it's kind of a little concerning, slightly, when it comes to just the validity of being an artist. Obviously business comes first, right? No one's just making art to make art, and they just live. I mean, some people live out of their car, I guess. But my main point is what I'm trying to make is that this is a business move, and it cuts out giving profit to the artist. I'm sure the AI is getting nothing from this, obviously, right? They're just being trained to do what Timbaland and the company wants the AI to do, right? I mean, did the AI actually sign this contract, right? Or did they just design this AI? Because he's saying that this is the first contract that an AI artist signs. Like that. That's what it seems like he's saying. So what did that contract say? Like, is the artist in a 360? Is the AI in a 360 deal? I'm just really curious. It's kind of silly to me, but also it's kind of like, what does that mean long term? So, anyway, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. J Powell Music. Catch you guys next video.